Yes, good evening to all of you guys.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Good
So,
evening, sir.
Good evening,
yeah,
sir.
good evening to all of you.
Good evening,
So,
sir.
evening to all of you. So, how many of you started writing test cases? Did all of you started?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Take
Yes, sir.
seriously, please. Take seriously. This is very important for your real scenarios. Okay. Anytime if you want to see your project, always go to project, and choose your project. Automatic text your project. Okay.
I didn't receive your videos, sir, especially Jira in the share.
Video. It's given by Venkat. Is sharing you daily. I think. Did you receive all of you guys?
Yes, sir. We received, sir.
Yes, sir. We received.
No, sir, I didn't receive.
Me
If
also, sir.
if one receives, everyone receives. Go and check your Google Drive. Check your Google Drive. He's sending you a Google Drive, I think. Everyday videos. Okay. Okay, we'll let you know who are not received. Yesterday class, what we did, I'll revise everything again. First, see, Jira is basically used for agile process here, Scrum process especially. And remember one more thing very clearly. Jira mainly most of the companies are using for defect reporting purpose. I told you defect reporting is common for both manual testing and automation testing, no restrictions at all. That's very clear. Okay, but if you join as a manual tester, instead of writing your test cases, executing test cases in Excel sheet, we are taking one management tool called Jira, and we write them, we execute them, and we defect report them. That's it. Nothing more we do in this. But here, what we did yesterday class, we created epics. What is epic? Epic is nothing but a functionality, a module. What are the modules we have in your project that will be considered as epics? And based on that epics, your owner, product owner, will create stories. Stories are nothing but requirements or scenarios that are available for that epic, particular epic. And once epics and stories are created, he'll be going to backlog. He'll be going to backlog. Here in this backlog, we can find out the collection of stories. We can find all the stories, whatever stories were written. And he'll be creating one sprint for you. He'll be creating one sprint for you guys. Once he creates a sprint for you, he'll move the stories, whatever stories required for that particular sprint, he will decide in the sprint planning meeting. He'll decide what stories we have to work on that sprint, and also he will decide the date, release date of that sprint also. That was in yesterday class practically. Okay, so after completion of sprint, remember sprint is not only for testing team, sprint is for even developers also. Sprint is created not only for testers, it's created for even developers also. Okay, so once the sprint is ready, once the time slice has been defined by your owner, then your responsibility is what? Whatever stories you are selected, and you have to go on writing test case for all the each and every story. That's what we have seen yesterday. How to write test cases we have seen yesterday class, right? Now, once you complete writing all your test case in real scenarios, your owner or somebody, your owner or manager or scrum master, they'll be creating one release for you guys. But here you create everything real time. It will be created by your owners. Okay. Here for your practice, create yours. I'm going to show you how to create release and how to create cycle and how to move your test case to the cycle and how to execute them. Very simple. First step, I'm going to show you how to create releases. Okay. So here, go to your project menu. If you don't see your project, select your project. Automatically displays this dashboard for you. Every time you should see this dashboard. Okay. Should be able to see this dashboard. Once you get this dashboard, see that we have releases here. So look at that. We have releases here, right? Click on releases. And he'll be creating one version. Then click on create version. And he'll decide what version, like say, for example, Primus. Primus underscore. Say, for example, Our version is 4.1. Assume that. And he'll be giving start date and what date we need to start. It will take automatically starting date. And you can choose the release date also for timing. Say, for example, you are selecting for, say, some date. You can choose any one date, not a problem. Description is not mandatory. If anything explanation required, they'll describe here and click on save button. You guys create version, all of you. Okay, release, we call release, create version release for that. Click on save. And under this release, now we need to create cycle. What is a cycle? You know, cycle is nothing but it's only for testing department. In real time, we have only single cycle. Whatever test case you have prepared, all the test case will be moved into the cycle, and that cycle will define as how many days we need to test that particular cycle. In version means now version has number of cycles. Maybe they may create one version for 1 year. In that 1 year, how many cycles we need to go on releasing to a customer? They'll decide, your owner or somebody else. Okay. Now I'm showing you how to create a cycle. To create cycle, all of you, so that go to app menu here, select Zephyr, click on that. It takes to one more page. And look at the terminologies. If you want to study the terminologies, you can study what is cycle summary, what is execution. Just to give some explanation for your understanding. You can study it, not a problem. Okay. And here, see that. Here we have cycle summary. Just click on cycle summary. Just click on this cycle summary. And right now, just now we created one release, right? One version. You can see that version. So that many people, they're not observing that release. That we created Primus, I created for you, right? So under this release, you have to move your test, create one cycle. Under this release, you have to create a cycle. So under this cycle, see that. Under this release, click on it. Click on it. So it shows create new cycle. Don't use unscheduled. Don't use under ad hoc. Many people are creating under ad hoc. Don't do that. Under your site, what your release you are creating in your system, select that cycle and click on that icon. Click that icon. Then click on create new cycle. And here you can decide the cycle. Say for example, my cycle is. You can create your name with your name, no problem. Real time they'll give some name. Don't worry. And build a number also on which build number you say for example 4.0.0.1. Assume that this is a current version you're testing now. Assume that. Environment, if any special environment required, they'll describe here. Like suppose you want to test that for application in different browsers, different operating systems, they'll define it, no problem. And from where you need to start, you have to select the calendar will be given to you. And cycle, don't choose 1 month together, okay? Cycle will go for either 5 days or 6 days, not more than that. Execution period will be less period, don't worry, okay? You can choose some date here, no problem. And then click on save button. Once you click on save button, under this release, you can see your cycle. And into the cycle, whatever test case you prepared, see right now we don't have any test cases, see it's empty. It's empty, right? Nothing, no test case have been moved so far. Now, whatever test case, that's what I told you. Remember your test case numbers. It will be easy to move them now. So that now I want to move the test case which I prepared. Now click on this cycle. So that under your cycle, click on it again. Select add a test. Select add a test. Now it will be asking you to move the test case number. Now you define your test case number. The shortcut I told you, by default it will create one keyword, right, for project. In my system it created PB. So that it shows only test cases here. The symbol indicates test case. Add one by one. Click one, first one. Next, click again, second one. One by one. At a time, it is not possible. How many test cases you have prepared? You can move all the test cases one by one. Assign to, nothing but real time. It shows that testers who are assigned for that project, it displays their names. Later will assign by whom it should be tested. He'll assign your name here, don't worry. Then click on add button. So that you can see all the test cases, whatever you prepared, it will be moved into your cycle. Now go to that cycle and go on executing your test case once we get build from developer. It's moving. So that test added, numbers also PB30, PB29, PB28, PB27, PB26. It shows the number, okay, belonging to another project already present in the cycle. It shows very clearly. So click on close. Now see, this is the test cases which have moved. You guys, you prepare 20 test cases, kada? Maybe whatever count, you go on like that. Good advantage, look at that percentage, it shows very clearly. It shows very clear percentage that unexecuted, still not executed. So 5 test case, 100% unexecuted. Now, some people, they'll be asking, sir, how can I go back to my test cases? How can I go back to my test case? Don't simply have to make a habit of going with the navigation. See, go to project menu. Again, select your project. Again, you want to come back to your cycle. Again, you want to come back to your cycle. How do you come back to your cycle? Again, go to app menu. You are in the backlog. If you want to see your issues, click on issues. I told you. If you click on issues, it shows all the issues, including Apex, stories, bug, everything here, right? If you want to go back to cycle, what to do again? Go to app again. Click this app. Select Jaffer. So we have to make a habit of moving from here and there. That's very important. Again, click on cycle summary. Click on cycle summary. In that cycle summary, you can see your cycle under your release, what you have been created. It will show you the cycle, what you have been created so far. It will show you the cycle. When you get this, skip to, no problem. This is permanent for you at this Jira. After 10 years also you can use, because it's a free version right now. Once company is purchasing, they'll add a lot of features. That's not a problem. Okay. Maybe sometimes see, it may be collapsed. Many people are confusing. Sir, where is my cycle? I don't find it. Expand it. So that expand your release. In that, you click on cycle, you can see your test case under your cycle. Okay. Now, how to execute these test cases one by one? We can minimize these windows, no problem. We can drag them like this, no problem. You can arrange how you want. You can arrange, no issue. Okay. Now the question is how to execute this test case one by one. So that it shows build number, execution 5 test cases. If you click on it, it takes back to your test case again. Cycle execution 5. Okay. Started date, end date, all it gives very clearly. Execution not tracked 5. Total log time, no minute. It shows very clearly. So by whom it is created, it gives the name of the tester. This is what we are doing in Excel sheet also, right? We are maintaining them columns and we are writing it. Jira is giving you default fields and we are executing. That's very simple. Now see, to execute your test case, suppose I want to execute login test case. Come down. How many test cases we have? 5 test cases. So admin login with invalid, new branch, admin login with valid. Select this test case, see the checkbox, check this checkbox. Okay, and then come up at the top, you can see 2 options, the list and details. List and these 2 are important. So once you select your test case, click on details. It takes to details and show you all the steps to you. Remember, it shows all your steps automatically. What are steps written for that particular functionality? Come down. See, execution status by default is unexecuted here, right? Come down. See that? What are steps you prepared? It shows here. Generally, it shows only 10 steps. If you want more steps, open this and select 50 steps. No problem. Sometimes for some test case, write more than 10 steps, right? At that time, it won't show. So at that cases, you select 50, no problem. Okay. Now, same how we execute manually in Excel, same way. Launch Primus URL in Firefox browser. Do that. Open your Firefox browser, whatever URL given by your developer. Okay. Just click on that, enter that URL. What is your expectation? What is your expectation? System should display home page of Primus Bank. Go and compare with outcome of your application. Yes, behaving correctly. Immediately come to this status, open this status. Here we have pass, here we have fail, WIP, work in progress. So when you maintain your test case status as WIP means, suppose you want to execute only few test case today, few steps today, and you're planning to execute by tomorrow. Work in progress means some work is going on maybe. Blocked. When you can block a test case, when functionality is like user creation, like I told you. When functionality is still under construction from development side, then make it as block. And all of you know when to pass, when to fail, right? Now the step is pass or fail. Pass. Immediately it takes green color, don't worry. It takes automatically green color. The customizer fields. Next, enter valid username, valid password, click on login. They give valid username and valid password. Yes. Enter valid username, valid password, click on login. What's your expectation? System displays, welcome to admin page. Yes, that's what we're displaying. Yes. Immediately pass this step. Then next third step, click on logout. Click on logout. When I click on logout, is it navigating to respective page or not? You're expecting this. Yes, displaying. Open this, pass it again. When you see, when all steps are passed for the test case, automatically be asking you, all steps are updated to pass. Do you want to update the current status to pass? Yes, you want, right? So say execute here. Now see here, automatically. When I say execute, automatically it's updated as pass. Now how can you go back to your test cases? See that. Again, click on list. Click on list. Now see, when I click on list, it shows automatically that test case status will be passed here. Again, like that. Next, I want to execute invalid with invalid data login. Select this test case again. You can uncheck this, no problem. Select that one by one, one by one. Again, click on detail. Same process. It shows all the steps, whatever steps written for that particular test case. We can find out all the steps also, right? So list, okay, once again, list admin login with invalid data. Okay, select this, click on details. Wait, updated pass. Oh, it's showing the same test case, huh? Invalid data. Click on details. It's taking time to load. Okay. Yes. Now come down. You can see all the steps here. Come down. Same again. Launch URL. That step is passed. Working fine. Pass that step. Next, enter valid username, invalid password. Try that. Valid username other than admin invalid. Click on login. You're expecting alert message done. Working fine. That's working fine. Pass that step. Next, invalid username, invalid file, valid password. Invalid username, valid password. You're expecting yes, good, working fine, no issue. Pass that step. At the same time, invalid username, invalid password, click on login. Both invalid. If I enter both invalid, what happens? So execution is very simple here. Okay. So that is also working fine. Pass the step. And when you leave username and password blank, both username and password blank, when I click on login button directly, should not allow you. Yes, that is also working fine. So pass that particular step again. Automatically class. If all steps are passed, it shows that. Remember. So execute it again. Again, the status will be going to pass status. Again, go to details. If you go to list. See, automatically we can see the status that progress. If you see the progress here, it shows percentage. See, 2 test pass 40%, 3 test case are unexecuted 60%. It's a percentage, it shows very clearly. Suppose when you fail a test case, what happens? Let me show you. I want check invalid data branch creation. Yesterday we failed, right? Uncheck it. Again, click on details. Sometimes take some time to load here, don't worry. It's showing the same test case. Refresh it. You can click here also. You can click on this Ranga, the cycle name what you created. You can click on that, it takes to your cycle also, no problem. Shortcuts you have to learn. That's very important in Jira. Again, Jaffer. If you go to Jaffer cycle, expand this cycle summary. If you take list, I want to execute branch creation with what? Invalid data. Select this text case. Again, click on detail. Every time it should take to unexecuted status. Yes, now it is displaying all the steps. Now check here. This is how many steps written? With the data which shows very clearly all the steps. That's what. Make it as always 50 steps here. Okay. If you maintain 10 steps, it shows only 10. That's what. Make it 50, no problem. Now see, one by one test case. Click on branches. Do that precondition is we should be able to meet that precondition. We should log into your application with valid username and valid password. That is done. Click on branches. When you click on branches, it displays the page as working fine. And then click on new branch. New branch also working fine. Pass that step. Enter branch name with minimum data. Data copy from here. Minimum -1. Same what we did manually, same process. Okay. Minimum. It's working fine. It displaying the message, right? Okay, that's also working fine. Pass. Enter branch name with the maximum +1. It should not allow you. Branch name also, if you enter more than 40 characters, should not allow you. Not allowing. Okay, no, fine. That's also fine. But generally we are expecting a message there, but it's not providing message. That's not issue. Enter address one with minimum -1. 3 characters. Reset it. 3 characters. 1, 2, 3. When I place my mouse on this, it should not. Yes, good. Working fine. Reset it immediately. That's also working fine. We can play execution. We can play no restrictions at all. Next, enter address one with minimum. Address one with maximum +1. That's also working fine. No problem. Address one is not. Address 2, address 3 also working fine. All these steps are working for us. But where we are getting problem?
It's not displaying the message, alert message.
Yeah, alert message. That's what. But generally, where we are getting a problem here, when you create duplicate data, right? When you
Yeah.
create branch name with the duplicate yesterday, this is also working fine. Already we tested. This is also working fine. Don't pass like this, please. Okay, execute correctly. Leave all the fields. That is also working fine. So here we are getting a problem. Enter branch name with duplicate data in all mandatory fields. Whatever give here, right? So whatever already you created, give that. Amir 1, Hyderabad, address 1, and then zip code is this. Okay, zip code. And last class we selected UK, and I selected England, and I selected London. So here, anyway, we are getting a problem. Immediately what you do, take a screenshot. Get ready. All of you know how to take a screenshot, right? In Jira, we can attach screenshot. That's a good advantage we have. Attachment also can be given here itself. We can attach to that particular step. Which step is failed? That particular step itself, we can attach screenshot. No problem. So that they give attachments there. Now, we are getting problem here, right? So to attach that screenshot, first take a screenshot. Open snipping tool. Click on new. Click on new. Take the screenshot. Okay, save it. Desktop. I'm saving desktop. So and so. Now, which step got failed? You attach for that step. This step, right? This step. Click attachment. Add file. Go to desktop. I captured as screenshot capture PNG format. Click attachment. So people can understand why you failed that particular step also. Immediately attach the screenshot. We can see attachment will be given for that particular screenshot. So that it shows one means there is one attachment for this. If any defects you already logged, if defect is already logged for this issue, we can attach that defect also. Still we haven't logged a defect, right? We can link up defect also here itself. And here immediately what you say, fail this step. Fail the step, and immediately you can give comments. There is one column, the comments column, no actual column they give. Once company purchase, they'll customize here according to their business requirement. Okay, here we have only comments column. Just give your comments. What's that comment? Able to create branch, new branch, able to create new branch with duplicate data. Just give that comments, and remaining steps, if any steps are available, leave it. Now see, by default, when you fail any one step, see that it's not updating the status here. It's not updating, it won't update. When all steps are passed on, it update. So now you come and update. What status we want to update? Fail only. If one step fail, total test case fail. Yes or no? If one step fail for that particular test case, total test case fails. Go back to list. Now you can see the status will be failed status. By default, it updates status as failure automatically. Like that colors we can see. Suppose now I'm selecting this test case again. Again, go to detail. Immediately, if you don't update, you can refresh it, not a problem. Now, wantedly, just to show you, wantedly, I'm going to pass some of the steps. For example, assume that I'm going to block this test case. Say, for example, user creation problem we have, right? I told you user creation, user updation, user deletion. We have to block them. Block them immediately. When you block, that color will be changing automatically. And give comments why you block this test case. Why you block, say for example, you tell that unable to search, or we can say new user button, new user button is broken. It's broken. Broken means it's not functioning, right? Especially for user creation. When you go for new user creation, see that user, when you click on user, it displays this error message, right? It's broken. We can call broken. So because of that reason, we are blocking that test case. No need to execute remaining steps. When it's broken means we are unable to go for further testing, meaning block it and immediately update status as blocked here. It updates as blocked by default. Again, go to list. So that now it shows blocked here. Suppose one test case I'm making in progress for understanding. I'm showing all the colors. Okay. Again, click on details. Suppose I want to execute by tomorrow. I'm executing few steps today. I'm running by tomorrow. Maybe some issues or some other problems. So for example, you are saying work in progress. It takes to this color by default. So I'm making as what the status of the test case I can provide here now? WIP. You comment why you are updated. I mean, why you make it as, tell them where we want to wait something status we can maintain, no problem. Again, click on list here. Now all test cases got executed. It's very simple. Execution will not take much time here. Very simple, easily we can understand. Go to list again. Now see that. See here, if you place mouse, 2 test case pass, 33%. 1 test case fail. If you mouse over here, one step is one step is fail here, 17%. And two test case are work in progress, and one test case is blocked. Right? It shows by default accordingly. So that total execution 5, cycle execution 5, total executed 5. It shows if you click on it, look at that. If I click on it, it takes that test cases by default, cycle execution. It shows all the test case, how they got executed. That it shows all priority, all folder name, the execution workflow, by whom it is executed, cycle name, folder name, if any folder name, issue key number, see the number, test summary, test case name, project name, priority, what priority we gave for that, version and which version we executed, execution status, executed by your name, executed date, everything it gives clearly. Total execution time, how much you took, okay, date and what date taken already in this field by default. So we can clear, see, I want see only status, see, I want filter, suppose I want see only past test cases, filter it. It will filter only past test cases. So you have to make a habit of filtering the test cases also. I just want to see how many test cases are passed, 2 test cases. In among 100 test cases with real time. So I want to see how many test cases are failed. Filter it, no problem. I want to see failed test cases, we can filter. It shows the failed test cases. Executed by whom it is executed, my name. I want to see with my name. Select your name, it filter with your name by default. It filter all the test cases with your name. Execution on, if you want to filter on date, we can filter date also. Minute wise also we can So filtering is important to all. Okay. And again, how can you go back to summary? Click on cycle summary. All this navigation part is, if you go 2-3 times, it will be very easier. We can remember forever. Anyway, Jira will be with you for ever. You can play anytime, no problem. Automation point of view, anywhere. Defect reporting is done anywhere, no problem. Now I want to show you how to report defect in Jira. How to log a defect. As we did in Excel sheet. We did in Excel sheet, right? Now I'm going to show you in Jira. Same. To report a defect, how can you go back to your project? Anybody? How can you go back to your project? Go to project menu.
Project.
Yes. Select your project. It takes back to your test case again. Don't confuse with that. How to see backlogs? Click on backlog. How to see your active sprint? How many sprints is active? You can click on the sprint. Okay. How many sprints are, how many have been done, to do, in progress? It shows very clearly. Reports, I'll show you how to generate reports also. Graphical reports we can get. Don't worry. Okay. Like that. If you want to see your issues, where you can see your issues, click on this issue. Okay. Na? Same. Now, how to log a defect when you get a defect? Same. Defect reporting, I told you, create button only. We use create button for everything. Click on create. Select your project name and issue tab. You should select issue tab as bug. Select issue tab as bug. And summary. Whatever you enter title, suppose you're entering, say, unable to search users. Give that summary. Simple. Description is very important now. Description column. Whatever steps we provided here, don't copy like this. You type manually. We already written in Excel. That's what I'm copying. But while preparing, prepare clear steps to be given. Very clear steps to be given here. See, a lot of options, styling options also available. If you want to change your style, heading, lot of heading too, lot of options are available to you. No problem. Okay, na? So that accordingly we can work out. And reporter name, your name will be taken automatically by whom it is fixing. Fixed version, if you are planning, it's none of your business. If you want to, we can select our version. See that we already selected fish version here. Already we created version also, right? So it shows the version number. Priority, I can give medium priority for this. Okay, not medium priority, high priority, high severity or high priority. Severity is not found because it's not customized, because it's given by Jira people, right? Labels, don't worry in labels here. No need to give any labels here. Leave it, no problem. And environment, no need to specify. If any environment, you can specify. Say that you tested on Firefox, something, anything you can do. Attachments, that look at that. Attachment is important. Click on browse button. Okay. So whatever you want, go to upload. Upload file. Select your picture, insert file. Automatically that screenshot will be inserted here, or drag and drop also they give. We can drag and pull it here, no problem. That facility is also given. And very important thing is issue we'll discuss later. Epic, that's very important. To which epic is this issues belonging? This issues belonging, say for example, users or users. Users. Tell that users. And to which sprint it's belonging? It's belonging to premise batch. In real time, they'll add number of things to you, fields. Okay, don't worry. So defect reporting will be common anywhere. Then click on create. One defect will be added here. Where you can see the defect again, updated recently. If you click on updated recently, we can see the color of defect. Orange color, right? Somewhat. See that this is a bug color. Look at that. By looking this, you should be able to understand it's a bug. Okay, na? So I want to link a test case for this bug. I want link test case to this bug. Which test case got failed? I want link that test case to this bug. Click on this. Open that bug. No problem. Open that bug. You can see all this. Come down. Link issue option they give. See that link issue. Link issue. Click on it. Link issue. And you provide that issue name. Say for example, it is belonging to what? Not stories. Test case. Say for example, it's belonging to PB hyphen 30, whatever the invalid branch creation. Link up, that's very important. Click on link, indicates what that meaning. Ante this defect is belonging to so and so test case, meaning. In Excel sheet, what we did, the last column, I told to give the test case ID. Here we are giving test case ID. So we are linking the same thing in Jira tool also. So that people can understand to which test case this defect is belonging. If they click this test case, they'll understand very clearly. Comments, if any comments given, history, work log, they'll provide all these things. Okay. So once developer fixing this issue, he may change it to some statuses will be there. Don't worry. Done in progress or done workflow, lot of workflow they'll attach to you. And what is your responsible when test case or defect is fixed by developer? Means we have to execute that test case again. Should go back to your cycle. Go back to your cycle. How to go to your cycle? Jaffer. Go back to your cycle. Click on plan cycle. Now you came to know one defect fixed by developer. Assume that. You came to know one defect got fixed by developer. Go to cycle immediately. Which test case got fixed by developer? Suppose this test case fixed by developer. Select this test case again. Click on detail. Execute all the steps again. Suppose now you came to know the steps working fine. Assume that. The step is now it is working fine. Pass it. Now it takes automatically project status here. Execute it. Okay. Again go back to list. Now we can go to defect. Again go back to the defect. In real time, we'll find status of the defect. I told you status, open, new, closed, deferred status will be there. What you do as a tester now, go to your defect and close that issue. They'll customize in real time here. Don't worry. Click on these issues. Open this bug. Loading. See, all options are different options. We can add some apps, link issue, add web link also we can do it. Create subtask for that. Any attachment also we can attach from here also, no problem. But here, real time they'll have some fields, some extra fields will be given to you. Show more fields. Look at all the fields, no problem. Original estimate, own source, component, version. So created by, here we have bug life cycle. I mean, the closed status, fixed status, real time. It's like open. License, it's a free version kada. That's what it's not showing that. Assign, you can give author name, your developer name by whom it is fixed. That flexibilities are available will be there. So that is the main purpose of Jira here. Writing test case, executing test case, defect reporting is the main process. So that anytime we can track the issues also. Anytime we want to track, we can track the issues accordingly. Okay, na? Now I'm going to show you how to create dashboard, okay, reports. Finally, I'm going to show you how to create dashboard for this. To see all your reports every time. Look at here, all of you. See that dashboard option is available. Open this dashboard. Create dashboard. You also create in your system, all of you. Okay. Real time, it is none of your business. It will be created all by your owners or client fellows. None of our business. Okay. Select that. Create dashboard. And just give some dashboard name. Primus as your dashboard name. Any description you want, we can. Is it to be public or private? It should be public or private. Private means only few people can see, right? I want everyone to see. Then what it says? Select project. Then assign that project. Which project? Primus Bank. You want to generate report for this project. So select always project here. Okay. Don't select private. Private means only some people will see. Group people, if you have group people, we can, or my organization, whatever. Okay. But here I'm selecting project and select your project. Select all rows and click on add. And then click on save button. Now, once you click on save button, it will be asking us to add our gaskets. Okay. Here to edit this, edit layout, select single layout here. Enough. Single layout is enough. We don't want two things. Now add, click on add gaskets. It shows all types of reports. See loading all. Wait for some reports. Loading. Load. If you click on load, it load all of them. Whichever report you want, you can choose. Say for example, assigned me, add this. I want wallboard gadget, agile wallboard, add this. Average chart report, add this. Average time in status, add this. Days remaining in sprint, add this. Issue static, not required. Issues in progress, add this report. Label pie chart, add this pie chart. And then whatever, recently created chart, add this. And test execution, add this. Test execution assignment also add this. Test execution burn down, not required. If you want, add it, no problem. No issues here. Details, execution details. Execution time tracking. Okay. Time to spend response. Top defect impacting testing. Version report, if you want version report. Well, lot of reports are there. See, workload pie chart. Like that. Once you add, close this one. Now, for all this, very important thing is, once if you want generate report, you search your project name. You just provide your project name. What's your project name? Primus Bank. I mean, filter just call. Issue type is anything you can select. Issue type. You can say issue type here, no problem. Time spent on folder, time spent, original estimation, so and so. Click on save. We get report for that. If any report is available, we can generate. Otherwise, it's saying some issue, internal server error. Okay, no problem. Next, again, Primus Bank. Issue type. Oh, it's saying internal problem. Delete it. No problem. We don't want that. Delete that report. No problem. Next, top impacting default. Primus Bank. Version. Already we created version. Primus 4.5. How many you want? You can pick status in progress. Pick status. I want to see to do. I want to see done all issues. You can filter like that. Click on save. Automatically, it shows the defects which you entered. Okay. So that defect we entered, which is impacting also. Next, for every report, you have to define only one time. Title. We can title maintain. If you want any title, maintain it or else leave it. Version number. So on. So cycle. You can add your cycle. If any cycle is available for that, you can add. So my cycle, my name, I already created my cycle, right? It shows execution time tracking. Save it. Its report, its execution report will be shown to you like this. Next, execution details. Details, select 5. Okay, select 5, click on save. It shows execution details, how many test cases got executed. All the report will be seen. It's loading. See that how many test case pass, how many test case blocked, how many test cases are work in progress. Pakka reports will be generated. Next, burn down chart for this. Unscheduled, Primus. Select your cycle name, not Hedoc. Hedoc is not our cycle. Our cycle is so and so. Already click on save. It shows what the report time execute test execution burn down chart. It shows the burn down chart of that. Average time it shows. Okay, it takes some time to load. Next, assignment, test execution assignment. Select your project always and select your version here and select your cycle also all the time. Select your version cycle always. Cycle here and then click on save button. It shows no data displayed. Okay, leave it. Test execution. Schedule version is Primus. Cycle always select your number of cycle, no problem. Click on save. It shows execution cycle. How many test cases got executed? How many got passed? How many failed? With your name, see that it will show with your name. You can't escape. See, your 3 test case pass among 5, 3 pass. Among 5, 1 work in progress. Among 5, 1 is blocked. It shows if you place the cursor on it, it shows very clearly. Along with your name, you can't escape. And next, for that, every report, you can select your project name, your Primus Banking. Select always your project here, save it so that you can report created recently the chart which shows very clearly with the date and all that. And then finally, pie chart report. Select your project name always. I want generate report for my project. Primus Banking, assign, search, no problem. Click on save. It shows pie chart very clearly. How many 96% see total unassigned 30 test issues are there. Ranga Papasan 1, total 31 issues we have. Assigned pie chart report, Pakka report 96. One is assigned 3% assigned to Ranga and remaining 96 test some of the issues are unassigned and it's not assigned to anyone. Next, here again number or in issues in progress. You can choose any of this and click on save. It shows report for that. If any report is available, it shows nothing, leave it, no problem. Days remaining in sprint. How many days remaining? What is the sprint we created right now? PB board, right? PB board. Sprint name also we can choose. PB sprint. Select that sprint and click on save. Automatically shows how many days left towards that. 9 days remaining. 9 days remaining. That's a good advantage. Transparency will be there in Jira here. And also average time. You can choose again your project name always. Always choose your project name. Your project name, whichever you want, you can select in open, in progress, reopen, resolved. You can choose all of them. Build program, to do, done. Choose all of them, not the issue here. So period daily you want, daily previous days, 30 days, you can choose anything report. Click on save, it will generate the report according hours based. That will be understood by its fellows, none of our business. Next, average chart. Again, select your project. Primus Banking, daily fresh, save it. It shows again, if it is report available, it shows. Agile, wall board report, PB board, show, zone, save it. No, if anything available, it shows that. See how many, to do how many, in progress, done how many, we can see them. Right, it shows all of them. And also assigned it to. If one say assigned, but to whom it is assigned, we can generate that report also. Do you see the report we can see? No, only one test is assigned so and so, like that. Reports will be only one time we maintain. Every time come to, so again, if you go to project, if you go to your project, again, we can see your project name here. Again, if one see dashboard, where you can see dashboard here, go to dashboard menu, go to dashboard menu, and then see Primus, your project dashboard name. If you click on it, it shows all your report. Now, suppose most of the issues say, now I am moving to in progress. Now I'm moving to in progress and I'm moving saying done, it is done. You can move, I'm moving to done all of them. Some of them I'm moving to done. Again, report will change. Again, obviously, if you go and check it out, report will change. Whichever you're done, we can move them into it done after completion of. Whatever issues you're done, we can move them to done. Whatever you're writing, you can make them into in progress. Some of them are in progress, some of them are in progress, some of them are in progress. Simply, I'm just to show you report. You can drag them. Some of them are to do only. Update, refresh it, it update your board automatically. Okay. So once you complete sprint, suppose say today is the last date, assume that. Huh? Is that? Assume that today is the last date here. For your sprint, we are about to complete. You're done. Sprint has been done. Immediately, your leader or somebody will say complete sprint. Until you complete one sprint, you can't go for second sprint. Remember, that is very important in Jira. If you want to go for second sprint, without completing this first sprint, we can't directly go to second sprint. Now, if I say complete sprint, done. Completely, it shows 15 issues are done, 11 issues are incomplete. Select all incomplete issues about be moved. We want to new sprint, we can move them into new sprint. See that? I want move them to black clock again, which are not, that's what I told you in Agile. What I told you, if you don't complete within the given time, we can move them into one more sprint, no problem. Which are incomplete, it's going to now, it's moving to backlog. Say when I say complete, now your sprint has been completed. Now you can see the status is there. Status report, it gives Pakka report which are done, which are in progress. It shows which are in progress, which are to do. Huh? So then process will be done. So it will be moved into respect to. If you go and click on backlog again, back to project. If you click on back to project, if you click on backlog, we can see that again it's asking to create one more sprint. So now it's enabled, create sprint. So which are not completed, see that it moved here. Which are not completed, stories which are not completed, test case which are not completed, it moved into that backlog again, collection of stories. Again, they'll create one more sprint and they'll move them. Again, you have to work on. That's the actual process happens in real time in Jira. Okay. Anytime you can see your reports, everything. This is what happens in real time here. Nothing. Very simple. Reporting. No, I don't want your reports. Manually Excel means until unless you report us, we don't know what you've done. Jira, I don't want your reports. I can directly log into Jira. Everyone, your client will have logins, your managers will have logins, your stakeholders have logins. They log in directly and they can keep on checking status of ongoing project daily basis also. No problem. They'll communicate easily. Easy way to trace it out. Okay, guys. So that is how we can take help of this Jira. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So please work out on this and stay, don't go away. We have Selenium class. From today, we are going to start. Today, I'm going to introduce Selenium. Don't go away. We have at 7 o'clock. Just 5 minutes back. I'll be back after 5 minutes. Okay. Don't go away. You relax for 5 minutes and newcomers will start well for this. And then let's start Selenium. Introduction today. I'll introduce Selenium. What is Selenium? What we are going to use in Selenium. Okay. What we are discussing from now, we are going to become automation testers. That's what I'm saying. These 2 days, whatever pending things you have, please complete them. From Monday onwards, we'll be busy with automation. Please, all of you. Don't make incomplete, please. Okay, na?
Okay, sir.
Yes, please be in line. I'll be back again.